Hello people, I welcome you all to my new Python video, that is 26th session, and in this session we are going to discuss about for loop in Python. Okay, so before that, just think what is a loop. So let me explain. Let me take you to the white screen. Okay, so here we are. So tell me, what is a loop? If you know, if you don't know, let me tell you. So what is a loop? Loop is kind of thing which repeats again and again. So suppose it is a watch. In your watch you have something like this and this. Okay, so this just repeats again and again and again. Okay, this is called loop. So basically in programming we use loop for, suppose if we have one statement, suppose I want to print. Okay, I want to print kp. So if I want to print kp again and again, this statement, suppose I want to print 10 times, instead of using this statement 10 times again and again, this state first 3 4 5 6 again and again, I can use, or I can put this statement, entire statement, into a loop, and I will tell the loop just to run it 10 times. Okay, so that's why we normally use loop. So in Python we have two types of loop. Okay, so just let me go down. So in Python we have two types of loops. One is definite loop, another one is indefinite. Okay, so what is definite loop? Definite loop is a loop which actually, using the loop, before using the loop we know how many times we want to run. As in this statement, I told you already, I just want to print this statement how many times? 10 times. So this is a example of definite loop. I know how many number of times I want to print. So we know the number of times is 10. Suppose I am writing here n. N is the number of times I want to execute the statement. So in definite loop we know already how many times the loop will be running. In indefinite loop we don't know how many times we have to run. We don't know the value of n. Okay, so for definite loop we use for loop, for, and for indefinite we use while loop. Okay, so in this video we are going to see about for loop. I will be discussing about for loop with examples. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me clear the screen first. All right, so let me explain for loop, then I will go to the examples. So let me give you the syntax. Okay, so suppose there is a list I have. This contains, okay, yes, I have one list. It contains 1 2 3 4. So I want to just print the 4 elements again and again, each element one times, but I want to just print these 4 elements. What I can do, I can just do, suppose print, this is the variable, and I can put 0 first value. Then again I can do the print statement and print index number 1, print index number 2, then print index number 3. So this will give 1, this will give us 2, this will give 3, this will give 4. So but this is a kind of repetitive statement. I want to just do the same thing again and again. So here I know, here n is 4. N means how many times I want to run the loop. So how to use for loop here? Let me show you. So the syntax is, first we have to use the word called for. Okay, for, I'm just taking a variable, you can take anything. I'm just taking y. Okay, sorry, I. For I, then I'm using in. It is the membership operator, you know, membership operator. Okay, for I in this list. Suppose I'm assigning this list into a variable called a. So I'm writing for I in a, then putting a colon, then I'm giving print I. So what it will do, let me change color and explain. First I will go inside a. So first element is 1. So then it will execute this block of statement. So first it will print 1. Then again the control goes to 4, and again I will go to here. Then I will go to 2. Then it moves inside this, and again the statement is same, print I, then it will print I, and again the same loop will continue one more time for 3 also. Then 3 will be printed. Then after then again the work continue, flow will go till I, and I will again take 4, and finally it will print. Okay, so 4 items are printed. Similarly you can use with range function also, range. This function we have already discussed, I think something like 10 I'm giving. So you can just put for I in range. Okay, so I will show this in example. So I hope you understood the syntax and all these concepts. So now let's go to Jupyter Notebook and see it with a practical example. So I'm moving to my Jupyter Notebook. Okay, so what example I can give? Okay, okay, let me start. So I'm just declaring one list. Suppose, as I have told, a equals to, suppose I'm taking one list, 1 2 3 4 and 5. This is my what I can say, variable where I have declared one list. Okay, so now I just want to print. How I can print? I told you this part. For I, instead of I, you can take any variable. I'm suppose taking here x. For x in a, now put a colon, and if you press enter, you can see there is some space before starting another line. This is by default given by Jupyter Notebook. So this space is called indentation. Okay, normally in other language we use curly braces, suppose in C or maybe Java. Here we use indentation. I want to print, I will do print, then just what I want to print, here it is the variable x. Let me execute. See here, 1 2 3 4 5, all 5 come up. Why it is printing and giving to another line? Because you know print statement has one inbuilt or default function that is called end. I think end equals to, I want to change, suppose I will put hyphen. Now let me execute. See here, instead of going to next line it is putting this. Okay, so you can change according to your requirement. Okay, suppose I want to multiply. How I can do? I want to multiply 5 with every element. Very easy. I'm just printing the same thing, and let me just remove this part. I will do x star 5. See here, 1 into 5 5, 2 into 5 equals to 10, 3 into 5 15. Okay, so you can also do mathematical calculations here. This is one thing. Anything else? Okay, so suppose, yes, I was talking about one range function, isn't it? So let me show you one example of range. Okay, so just if you want to print your name 10 times, how you can print? I am doing for, sorry, for I in range, I am putting 5. Then I am putting print kp. Now let me execute. See here, 5 times 1 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, okay, so what else I can do? I can also give the range with steps value. Okay, let me copy and I'm putting here same thing. Instead of 5 I'm starting suppose from 1. The last point will be 10 and jump 2 steps. Now just print I. Okay, now let's see. So starting from 1, yes, I got 1, then jump 2 steps, so I got 3, then again jump 2 steps, I got 5, then again jump 2 steps, I got 7, finally again jump 2 steps, I got 9, and again if you jump 2 times or 2 jump, then you will get 11, which is out of our range, so that is not printed. Okay, so this is the last point. So you can also use this range function for your for loop. Okay, so let me give another example. Suppose I am taking numbers equals to, I am putting suppose 6, any random values, 5, maybe 3, maybe 8, 4, 2, whatever. Okay, let me put some more also, 11. Okay, then I am taking one variable sum equals to 0. Okay, I am assigning this value as 0. Okay, now I am doing for I in numbers. Then what I will do sum equals to sum plus value. See here what will happen, I will explain later. Okay, let me show you first. Then I'm printing. Okay, I can print first here, print sum. Before that, let me add one sentence. The result is colon. Okay, now if I execute, okay, there is some invalid syntax. Okay, I need to put a comma here. Great, now let me execute. Val is not defined. Okay, okay, I want to put here a val. This is not I, this is called val, so this variable to be same. Okay, so the result is 39. How this value come up? Let me explain. I am taking a screenshot. Let me just increase the size and I am taking one screenshot and pasting it over Paint. Now let me share you the screen of Paint. Where is that? Yes. So now you can see this. If you can understand this very well, if you don't understand, just wait, I'm explaining. So I have taken the value of sum equals to 0. Okay, so I'm writing, yes, I'm writing here sum double m. I have written, this is simple variable, I am assigned this to 0. Okay, first I am taking one variable as val. Okay, val, I am asking to go inside numbers, so it will first go to 6. Okay, so first, now in the first iteration the value of val is 6. Then I am saying sum equals to sum plus val. So sum equals to, this is the first value of sum equals to first. Now I am doing assignment operation. See here, first value was 0, then val was 6. Okay, so now the sum value changed into 6 after the first iteration. Then in the second iteration again val comes to 5. Similarly now I will do 6 plus 5. Now the sum value is changed into 6 plus 5 is 11. Again this val again comes to the third position and it is getting 3. So now let me add, change the color. So 6 plus 5 was 11. So here we have 11 already, the value of sum, and now I am adding how much? 3. So after addition of 3, how much you got? 14. this is the new value of sum again. Similarly, we will keep on adding this with 14, then 14 plus 8, I think it's 22. Okay, so plus 22 plus 4, then again plus 2, then plus again 11. Finally it will do the addition and we will get how much? Let's go to Jupyter. I got the answer as 39. Now suppose I want to check whatever I have explained you, is that correct or not? How I can show you? Let me just decrease the size. Yes, so if I just print here print, what I am gonna print, I am gonna print the value of sum in each iteration. Okay, so the value of sum is, put a comma here, and now I am doing SUMM. You can see the final result here in this statement, and the value of sum after every iteration or every loop you can see here. Now let me execute. You can see here, first it was 6, this value come up, then again it was 6 plus 5, that is 11, then again 6 plus 5 plus 3, that is 14, then comes 22, then similarly comes 26, then 28. Final iteration gives us 39. So this is our final result. Okay, so I hope you guys have understood this concept of for loop, how we use, and this is the syntax here. This is the block of statement inside this loop. That is why I have given similar or the same space or one tab space. You can think, you can normally use this also. Suppose I am putting this much space, so you have to indent this to the similar value. Okay, yes, now both are in same indentation, and this statement I want to just print once. This is out of for loop, that is why no indentation is there. Okay, but if I just make it in the same indentation, so this statement will also gonna use this for loop. Okay, but I want this to be executed once. Okay, so that's why I'm just putting it outside for loop. So I hope you have understood this example, and whatever I have explained, that was clear to you. And if you have any queries, you can just put in the chat box in the comment. Okay, I will be happy to help you and explain you again. So that's all guys for this video. In the next video we will see about while loop, and thank you so much for watching this video, and take care, and bye bye.